Welcome in, guys, into my Lions versus Giants recap from Sunday. And you look at this game, and I know people say, "Oh, it's an instant win, it's a bounce back." Yes, I understand. Yes, we won the game, which is great. But you've got to look at this here, and the Giants were dominators defensively. The defensively for the majority of the game, you had the New York Giants dominators. Like there's a couple times I'm gonna get into it here though. Is that the first conversion from the Giants? Like you have Wandale Robinson, who again is like first and what was it, third and second, and uh, the Giants are on they're on possession. So the Giants are on possession, and then we just ultimately give we basically leave Wandale Robinson wide open. Nobody in the defense is like, oh yeah, is that Wandale Robinson over there? Yeah, fuck. So in third and two over here, Wandale Robinson is just wandering into the end zone, receives the ball from Jameis Winston, and then ultimately gets the Giants up, and then obviously they get a field goal conversion. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like last week, when we lost the Eagles last week, like the defense was really good. Now this, on Sunday, it's like, what are we doing here with this defense? So anyway, we give up 10 points in the second half. Near the end of the second half, we actually get into the game here with Saint Brown comes in and he does a great crossing motion against Brian Burns, and Brian Burns was really getting at and isolating our offense on Sunday, and he was really good, Brian Burns, for the Giants. But we got St. Brown gets past him for this uh, for third and goal, and it's 10-7 going into the second half. Going into halftime. Um, so yeah, we come off that, and then ultimately we let Tyrone Taylor, who again wide open again. He was wide open. That's this defense of ours. That's nobody was trying to stop Tyrone Tracy and Isaiah Hodgkins, because Isaiah Hodgkins, when it was 3rd and 8, Isaiah Hodgkins did a conversion to get them 17-7. So yeah, that was the end of the second half and shit like that. Um, and then we get back into the game to make it 17-27. James Winston obviously gets a conversion to get the Giants back ahead. And then Jamar Gibbs got 2 conversions in this game. He was really good in this game. Probably he was fantastically well to make it 27-24. And then we turned the ball over a couple of times. And then Jamar Gibbs again gets another conversion. We go into overtime. Again, we're sending the Giants into overtime here. Like, this is the New York Giants, who've been a dumpster fire all year. They've fired their head coach. They have an interim head coach. Their rookie quarterback is injured. They have a coach, Russell Wilson, and a Jameis Winston starting at quarterback. But we're sending the Giants into overtime because we're playing some Lions football. I don't want to say Bears football, but it was stupid shit, man. And ultimately, you've got Jameis Winston throwing more passing yards than Jared Goff on Sundays. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Offensively, we've been bad all year. Defensively, we haven't been too bad, but I say that, and then we're giving up 27 points to the fucking Giants here in overtime, but we win ultimately thanks to Jamar Gibbs, make it 34-27. Jared Goff had 279 passing yards, 28 out of 42 throws, 2 touchdowns, and Jamar Gibbs had 15 carries and 2 touchdowns. Again, we got to get our shit together. We're not doing shit this year, playoff wise. If we get into the wild card, because the Packers, I know the Packers won on Sunday, they beat the Vikings, but yeah, we're not doing shit this year, guys. It's just right off the season, guys. We cannot be again. We have to have a bad season when the fucking Bears are doing well. That just pisses me off. I mean, again, the silver lining here is that the Packers aren't doing too good this year, and the Vikings aren't doing too well. So that's the only shining light of this. But yeah, we cannot be finishing but last in our division. To be honest, that should not be happening. And yeah, I think we probably will sneak through like a wild card. If I'm hoping that we do, but we're not, after that we're not doing shit. So it is a transitional year, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, you gotta look. We've got to play the Packers again at home, which is I guess okay. I guess Packers at home. We still got to play Bears football at Soldier Field, and then we've got to play the Vikings again. Um, Coming up. So yeah, it's just not good, and yeah, I have to actually address the offensive line because that has been an issue as well. Is that our pass protection has been mid. Like like I said, like we're giving up. You know, we're sending the Giants in overtime. We're sending them into overtime because of our pass protection. And again, what pissed me off this season is that we didn't go after or we didn't address fully. I think, in my opinion, Brad Holmes didn't address the offensive line. The offensive line needed to be addressed more. Yes, you could say he did some additions in the draft and the free agency, but Sewell's injured. The again, our edge rushing was bad as well in the game. I just want to mention that before I finish. But the edge rushing, especially the Giants would gain at our edge rushers. That has to be addressed because you've got the likes of if this was Cam Scatterbo or whoever, they could have realistically the Giants should have won this game realistically if they had uh, if they had the firepower and they could have actually won this game, and they should have really. But yeah, the pass rush needs to be addressed. The pass protection has to be addressed. The secondary has to, again, one week it's good, the next week it's not, and then offensively we've got to be better because again, we haven't got Sam. We haven't got Sam Laporta either because he's injured now, which is fantastic. But yeah, we need to do more, and we'll be back. I'll be back in a couple of days to do my preview for the Lions for Week 13, guys. Bye.